Hello, guys. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are.
Yeah, so I actually promised to make this video on opportunities yesterday, but it didn't work. So I found time today to make it, and I decided to make it with Uche so that he can share his own ideas on it around opportunities and where to find opportunities because people keep saying things like, I don't have opportunity, where can I find opportunity? So, what do you think? Where do you think people are disadvantaged with respect to opportunities? That some people have better opportunities than other people. What do you think?
Okay, I will start from the first principle. There's this cliched, overused phrase that says, or rather, POOR is passing over opportunities repeatedly, and that's the reason people are poor. While it's overused, it's really very important. Some people have mastered the art of passing over opportunities. Uh, you know, repeatedly, constantly in their lives. And for you to succeed in life, one of the skills you need to learn is to develop an eye for identifying opportunities and taking advantage of them. And the thing is this, the concept where if you want to buy a red car, right? You're planning to buy a red car, all of a sudden you start seeing red cars on the street. You say, see that red car, see that red car. And what has happened? All of a sudden, to appear as if there are more red cars, the red cars didn't suddenly increase in number. What has happened is that you are now focusing on red cars, and sort of whatever you focus on kind of is accentuated, becomes more uh, increased. You start seeing more of that. So the reason why people don't see opportunity is that they are not looking, right?
Mm,
They are not searching out for opportunity.
I have a different
And
view.
yeah, so you can share your own perspective to that.
Yeah, I believe that there is opportunity in everything. You know, when people say they don't have opportunity, even where you are right now, what you're doing now is your opportunity. You can create an opportunity from it. Um, I had a cousin of mine who grew up in the village, and we grew up in the city. And one would say that she didn't have opportunity. But do you know that today she was able to still use her environment to create an opportunity for herself where she studied very hard, excelled in her academics, was able to move herself to study in the city, even from that village. And today she's also living in the city. And what do I mean by this? So when people say things like they don't have opportunities, I ask them questions around what they're doing currently. I think it's more around how we can harness our current situation and experience. I think I would rather talk around people's attitude to opportunities instead of searching for opportunities, because even that thing that you have right now is your opportunity. But you may just have the very wrong attitude to it because you might be thinking that what you need to have is something bigger than that. Meanwhile, if you took your time to look at what you have and how you can turn it into something else for yourself, or do your best with what you have, that way you open another door for yourself that will take you into the bigger things. So I think that people need to, change their attitude to opportunity, because opportunities, for me, my understanding is that opportunities are everywhere, including
Yeah.
where you are right now and what you're doing currently. So it's around your attitude and, your ability to recognize the opportunity in that thing that you have.
Yes, I think we are saying the same thing. I was trying to point out that because people are not looking out for opportunities,
Yeah.
because they have not learned, like you said, the art of identifying opportunities, because actually opportunities abound. when you start looking out for the opportunities, you see that where you are, there are opportunities. And you
In
start
what you're
seeing your
doing.
current circumstances,
Yeah.
you start seeing the opportunities in even the things you are doing
Yeah.
at the moment. And one thing happens, once you take a step, more doors open. That's how it is. Once you take a step, more doors open. There's this saying that once you have a resolve and start moving, the universe just aligns for you, and that's how it is. Once you take advantage of this opportunity, it creates additional multiple opportunities as you take a step into it. So the thing is that people have not learned to take advantage and see the opportunity from even where they are,
Yeah.
and
So
grow from there.
yeah, so I would also use the example of when I was working in the bank. Okay, my first job was
Yeah.
in the bank, and it was a very, very stressful job. I remember some days I cried. In fact, the first week that I resumed in that role, I had migraine. I don't know if you remember. Then I was in UI hostel. I was going from UI hostel to my workplace because, yeah, my first branch was at Dubai
Mm.
Diamond
In
Bank.
Ibadan, yeah.
Yes, I had migraine for the first 2 weeks at work. I couldn't even explain why I was having migraine. I had just gotten a new job and I was having this constant headache. And it wasn't even like I was waking up early because I was in a city that had less traffic. So it wasn't about not sleeping well. That was not the situation. But for some reason, I was extremely stressed within that week. I guess maybe because I hadn't done that type of job before, the level of stress that it came with. So I had this constant Chinema, we're having a video. We're having a video.
Continue talking.
Yeah, so
Ignore him.
yeah, so I was having that headache. But I stayed on. The second thing was that I had never done that role in my life. It was a sales role, business development. I had to go prospecting clients. I was in an environment where I had language barriers. I didn't understand the Yoruba language. There were just a lot of issues that I should have been dwelling on. Yeah, but there were problems for me, but I had to embrace those challenges and do the job. And I tell you, a lot of the results that I have in my life today, I would credit that to those
Experience.
years of
Yeah.
pain
Yeah.
in that industry.
Mm.
Because it was like working for the military. Talking about when I moved on from there to Lagos, traffic, I don't want to. One day I'm going to discuss the banking experience for
Yeah.
me. But looking back today, that was an opportunity for me to develop certain abilities that are working for me today, which I don't know how many sectors in Nigeria that would deliver that experience into your life, because yeah, it came with a lot of challenges and
Yeah.
stress, but today it's paying off for me because it made me a type of person. Because of that experience, I have a different attitude to things around me, and it totally changed me. So that's what we're saying. So I think that people need to have a different attitude to opportunities, because there's opportunity in everything you do and in everywhere you are. Yeah. So
And the challenge, the call to action here is, from where you are, ask yourself, what are the opportunities that you can take advantage of?
good.
What I'm doing now, I'm a student, I am a housewife, I am a civil service worker, I'm a dad. What are the current opportunities I can take advantage of? And there's something that has to do with opportunity. Some people have learned the art of going out to search for information.
Yeah.
Information is key. The world is all about information. If you have information, you rule people who don't.
Exactly.
So go out for information. There are some people, you share an opportunity with them and they ask you to share the link with you. When you have Google,
Exactly. I think that happened
there
to
is
me.
Google.
That happened to me earlier this week. I saw something that
Yeah.
was going to, benefit people, and I shared it, if it was me, in fact, if I'm somewhere and somebody tells me something, not even that you wrote it out for me, I'm going to immediately write it down and I'll go and start researching it even before the person sends me the link.
Yeah.
But I think that people just have this
mental indolence. They don't want to think. They
lackadaisical
don't want to stress themselves mentally.
attitude. Yeah, that
Yeah.
way you're losing
You
opportunities.
lose out on
because-
opportunities. There's so much information online.
Yeah.
Do you know? Let me give you one pro tip. Do you know what is called Google Alert? So if you're looking out for, say, a scholarship, you can go to Google Alert and set up fully funded scholarship. If you see that on the internet, just send it to my email, and Google will do that for you. So depending on the frequency of, you set it up, it's daily, weekly. It will just send everything it sees online about fully funded scholarship and send it to your email. And that way, by the time you check it for 1 month, 2 months, you find fully funded scholarship that you qualify for. So,
Yeah.
but some people just sit down and they prefer to either pray or go for a night vigil or do things that wouldn't add any concrete value to them. Yeah, so that's what we wanted to share with you on opportunities today.
Yeah, and in closing, I would say that we have over 7 billion people in the world today.
Yeah,
That is an opportunity.
yeah,
So when you move around and see people, the people that you have around you are opportunities. Engage with them.
yeah,
Find out what they're doing. It may
Learn
just be
from
that
them.
some things that you've been praying for is in that person,
Yeah.
or the answers to some prayers that you are making
Yeah.
is with that person. So that's what I mean when I say that there is opportunity everywhere. It just depends on your attitude towards it. So we're rounding up now so that we can go back to do other stuff.
Yeah.
So see you
cheers.
again. Bye.
Bye.